China.
Oh, look!
你叫什么名字？王伟，会说英语吗？我说，我们在哪？江西。
I forgot you took Chinese. What did he say?
His name is Wang Wei, he speaks English, and we are in Jiangxi, China.
What is with the gunshots, Wang Wei?
Those are from over there. We are in the middle of a civil war. Who is fighting and why? The war is being fought between the nationalists, led by Chiang Kai-shek, and the communists, led by Mao Zedong.
Who's winning right now?
Little did our heroes know that the nationalists were winning. They were winning mainly because they had the support of the US and they had lots of resources.
On the 20th of October 1935, the 6,000-mile long march by the Red Army of the Communist Party of China came to an end when the columns of troops led by Mao Zedong arrived in Jiangxi. Although the three armies involved in the march didn't fully unite until 2 days later, Mao's arrival at the foot of the Great Wall marked the successful end of the Red Army's flight to safety. Having fought a civil war against the nationalist Kuomintang since 1927, by 1934, the Jiangxi Soviet was surrounded by Chiang Kai-shek's anti-communist troops. Facing certain starvation if the siege was allowed to continue, the communists opted to abandon the Soviet in a controlled breakthrough maneuver that began on the 16th of October 1934. Numbering nearly 100,000 people, the fleeing communist army faced almost daily assaults from the nationalists as they struggled north on a year-long journey that saw them covering up to 16 miles a day. Although the primary aim of the march was to establish a safe base away from nationalist interference, the Long March also served as a useful propaganda tool as Red Army troops came into direct contact with the local peasantry. The 8 points of attention, a set of orders for the good behaviour of troops, was central to this, as the Red Army treated peasants with respect and gratitude, in stark contrast to the nationalists. It was during the Long March that Mao Zedong emerged as the leader of the Chinese Communists, and his survival, alongside less than 10% of the original force that set out, mythologized him as a leader, and went on to reinforce his authority that stayed in place until his death 40 years later.
Soon after the Long March, the communists decided to attack the Japanese, but the nationalists will not help in their fight against the Japanese. This shifts people's thoughts to make them like the communists more. This is one of the turning points of the war against the nationalists.